Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. We're really looking forward to this matchup. We've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the AAC, the Florida Atlantic Owls. 48 Sports College Football, Lee Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff.
You said what?
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And I get it. You want to start fast, take the life out of this home crowd. But when you're the road team and you start the game with an onside kick, that is a little bit crazy, a little bit aggressive. And when you don't get it, now you've created all the momentum for the home team and great field position.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Fancher. And they got him for the sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Adams. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. You start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Nothing but green ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
One here before the defense finally makes a stop.
I did not think that receiver was that fast, but he actually has some pretty good acceleration on him.
Get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line. Because of the timing, he was...
Touchdown, Owls! What a grab and go for the score.
She probably would. That's what I'm saying. So it's either... That's what I'm saying. It's either they're both back there or one's underneath the house.
Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Smashes through. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Might as well give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Alabama quickly back to the line.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. And they'll drag him down after a good return. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Fires to the right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Going up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. The 20. Past the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give them the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And in that scramble,
you found it? Did you find both of them? Oh, well then there might still be one in that laundry room somewhere.
Offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
To throw, it's Milrow. Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 35, he's got room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the kick bounces out of bounds. They will not get the onside attempt, but they will draw a flag. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And listen, I know he just held on to the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play. Nice
So you don't want to play Flurry's Love anymore?
Got the first down. Signal that thing for me.
Oh, I can't. Don't play it then.
He took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
What are you
Couldn't
doing?
make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Fancher. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Open runway ahead. Oh, big juke to get past. Touchdown tie. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up.
No, because your mama took that away yesterday. I don't know where your tablet is, girl. Stop. No, ma'am. Yeah, I know. I don't think they're charged. No, because the kids have to stay off their tablet, so y'all got to stay off yours.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football.
What?
Davis joined here in the booth. I'm David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
I just told her to play with the girls. Cause you told her to originally get off the tablet.
Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pulls it, fired complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Offense gets set for second down.
Yeah, this one.
Back to the air one more time. Caught close to the marker. It's Henderson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming
Are you
into this
trying to
game,
find
this
you some
offense
clothes?
was going to try and get this receiver
Oh.
involved and get him involved early. So here they are. Just
No, you
finding
can.
easy
I was just
completion.
asking.
It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Miller with the ball. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused getting this running back in this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Complete on 3rd down. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's there to make the stop. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Buys a little time with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Barrels ahead. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
They were only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Forced out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Second down here, and maybe they have time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
And the Owls have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Wants to throw. It's Fancher. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is.
Oh, look out. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That's why they called him the head. They stripped it out.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And once he got loose, it was all over. Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score in every position.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Looking downfield, it's Milrow. Looking deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Got room on the return. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you sit there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. To the air on first down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick.
Where'd he go? Anthony, where'd he go?
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. You've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Excellent field position here for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beaten right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Dropping back, it's Fancher. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Owls! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. Because the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one, he uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And the extra point splits the upright. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Wants to throw on second down. Going for it all. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. The Owls brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Dropping back, it's Fancher. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. Running toward the tape. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Trying to barge their way in. Strong, firm tackle.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. They're trying to get to it.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Got his man quickly. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He'll call his own number. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Go straight ahead. Touchdown time! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. He cannot get there. A fourth down stop, and now, boys, we might just have a finish.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell the quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.